All right, all right. Waiting for people to join. I see first, again, misunderstanding what I said in the Urban Mates chat. So it was a interesting debate. It kind of went in some ways the way I thought. I really prefer crossfire, so that way someone can't control the conversation. If my one criticism would be maybe Issa allowed First Amendment to control too much of the open dialogue. So to insist we have crossfire. Crossfire, for those who don't know, is a part of a debate where just one opponent controls a conversation and they can interrupt and control and ask questions of their interlocutor. And I much prefer that because First Amendment was bloviating. And if I was doing crossfire, I would have cut him off. I should have brought up more of my opening, in that he was refusing to acknowledge I should have made it a bigger part of my opening. If I would have known where he was going, but since I didn't, I had to broaden my opening. But I should have really focused on the studies that show that Tims still have an advantage over women. I knew to avoid fair because he would go after that, and he kept trying to go after it, and I wouldn't allow him. But ultimately, really, it just amazes me that he denies a woman's no. He just doesn't respect a woman's no, and that just astounds me. I'm supposed to have a couple of persons joining me. I went ahead and got a full subscription to StreamYards just in case. So I don't know. I'm the only one watching my stream. If I'd have known that, I would have gone to take my shit over in the other thing. Hopefully somebody will come on. Like I indicated during the debate, the guy had a much stronger opening. First Amendment had a much stronger closing. However, to me, I would have liked to have seen him without his glasses because I'm pretty sure he was reading. I know he has a boyfriend, so I think he either used ChatGPT or his boyfriend to write his closing. Either one to compose his own thing, then I think he cheated, basically, because I didn't do that. And I mean, I've got a wife upstairs, and she she doesn't like to do this debate stuff, which is odd because she's very logical and she wins. I've never seen her lose a debate. Of course, she never takes a side that she thinks is wrong anyway. So okay, I have Sarah here.
So yeah, I don't have my camera on because privacy, but hello.
Yeah, you actually weren't on stage yet, but you
Oh,
are.
okay, good.
You are now.
I got the camera even though I know I have it turned off, so that was smart.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me.
So, hi.
So, did you watch the debate?
I watched lots of it, not all of it because I was late, but yeah, it was sad, really.
Well, we'll give it to me.
Poor,
Right?
what's his name? What did he call himself?
Defender,
public defender guy.
First Amender.
First Amender, yeah.
What about him?
Well, I mean, I kind of feel bad for him because he took an untenable position. Like, you cannot justify allowing men into women's sports. But even when he was trying to defend it, he wasn't defending it well. But I think the question shouldn't be, should men be allowed to infiltrate women's sports? The question, or why should men be allowed to infiltrate women's sports? They never have to defend themselves, right. But women always have to defend saying bugger off to them.
Right.
That makes sense.
I actually did ask that in my opening, but I got a little flustered and forgot some of my stuff.
It's all good.
I guess I need to write my opening next time and then just make highlights of the most important parts so I can just look over and see them as opposed to looking at paragraphs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to know what you're supposed to say. Like, unless you're, see, and here I am tripping over my words, but like, unless it's something that you do regularly, you don't know what you're doing, and that's normal not to know what you're doing.
Yeah, and I'm not much of a,
Nope.
but it's been decades, so I'm way out of practice.
Well, you did good.
Thank you. I hate getting flustered though, because I know that's part of his goal. And
Yeah, just to make you trip over your feet. Yeah.
Yeah, like when he was like, "You said woman, you said woman." I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
What I found, I made a comment on the video and it didn't show up.
Huh.
I said, I love 3 men discussing whether men should be allowed to enter women's sports. And it just didn't. So I was like, oh, no, well, whatever.
Yeah. I wanted to, I wanted First Amender to do a partner with me.
Oh, yeah.
And either you or the other person, I don't want to say their name if they they want to go by a different name on YouTube, but he wouldn't do it because I'm the same way.
He was scared. He was too scared. Poor guy.
I'm the same way. I'm like, okay, why are men discussing this most of the time?
It's like what's his name? Nell? Was his name Nell or Mel? The one who ran out of the chat on Discord, who was afraid of. Yeah. It's like, oh, buddy, I'm not gonna actually physically harm you because you're on the West Coast. Like, you're safe. Take your medication, sir.
I avoided the chat till the end because I know it will distract me.
Oh yeah, no, I bet it would be very distracting. Sorry, I'm tinkling. Not tinkling as in going to the bathroom, but tinkling as in hitting things as I fidget.
Okay, I wasn't going to comment either way. Yeah, because I don't know if you've watched my previous debate with that Max guy.
No, I that's the first time I went to your YouTube channel was when I got home from work. So
okay, yeah, he's I debated him previously on our trans women, and I'm sorry, we had the after panel, and I said we had about 8 to 9 people on it, and I pointed out, I said, I'm sorry we don't have any actual women up here. And there's a person named Brenda Debates.
Yeah.
And he was on the panel. He would not address me directly. Kept talking to me in the third person.
Temper tantrum, did he? Poor guy.
And got all upset when I said that. I'm like, sorry, from my point of view, it's a fact. We have no women on this panel.
I like what you said in the debate thing about, like, I have a wife. Like, that's why I talk about this. Like, I care about women, and that's why I'm interested in this. So I thought that was a nice point.
Yeah, because they always say, well, how does this affect you?
Well, it doesn't, because I'm one of you guys, but,
Yeah.
It does affect my wife and my daughter and my mom and my sisters and the lady who, shut your face, the lady who, sorry. My husband's loudly playing his game. He's shooting Nazis. But yeah, no, if you have any women in your life who you care about, it affects you. Or any gay men in your life, it affects you.
Yeah.
For different reasons, because gay men are very annoyed with the fact that women are infiltrating their spaces, trying to trick them into sleeping with them.
Yeah, and vice versa.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a whole thing. It's a problem. So yeah.
So how do you think you play sports with your identity?
I mean, I've always used my body personally
to
play sports. So, I used to do show jumping. I used to do baseball, track and field, cross country running, and all the time, it didn't matter whether I was wearing, obviously I was wearing my uniform when I was on the field, but if I was wearing a skirt, if I had long hair, short hair, I played it with my body.
Yep.
I guess we did. I guess I'm old fashioned.
Sorry, what I was going to point out though is right now they're having a panel on.
Oh, they're having a panel. Oh, can we eavesdrop?
Yeah, we can. And it's all men as far as I could tell. I think one of them is probably Tim.
Well, I mean, if they want to invite me or you to join, I'm quite happy to.
Yeah, if it's just you and I might be willing to do that.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if they're going to language police.
Well, they can try.
But yeah, it would be great, especially if that other person is a Tim. But Max can be very abrasive.
So can I.
And I mean, I was just ignoring everything he said to me in the chat. He was just insulting. That's all he has.
Oh, well, you're old and you're stupid and your penmanship's atrocious. Okay, thanks.
My penmanship is atrocious. I would say yes to that. Yeah, he was the one that asked. What did he ask me? Oh, he asked me about Michael Phelps. And I'm just like,
Michael. Oh, because there's something, he's got like extra long arms or something like that, doesn't he? Or
yeah, and I think
Michael
and I think he has larger lungs and stuff. I'm like, okay, he's still a man.
Yeah. Sucks for the other men, but
and no man lied about it.
Even a guy, so he's got these minor advantages over the other men, and he wipes the floor with them. So imagine Michael Phelps in a one-piece bathing suit swimming against women. Like guys, he proves our point.
Well, that's the one thing First Amendment granted, was that there would have to be a threshold to meet.
Yeah, the threshold is don't be a.
Yeah. Well, but that defeated the entire prompt for him, because therefore he's drawn a line. So trans women don't belong in sports. Yeah. They either all do or they all don't.
Precisely. It's like these NBA guys who are putting on wigs and saying, okay, I'm trying out for the WNBA. And you can't do that. You're not real. So, no, either you are or you aren't. You've got to play by your own fucking rules. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Rules.
Did you see my opening?
No, I did that. I missed because I was late from work.
Yeah, at the end, I said I'd like to thank my my strong and beautiful sisters, Royce White and Ennis Cantor.
And it's I mean, and actually, there's like 6 of them now, all doing the same thing. It's like good. And I love that the transvestites are, they're so mean to us. They're making fun of us. It's like, oh, are they? Is it unkind when they're like that? Oh. Let me get my fucking violin out, you little buggers. I like the fact that they're making fun of these guys. It's hilarious to me. Oh, you're frozen, or I'm frozen. Somebody's frozen.
Yeah, First Amendment kept going on about the internet. I know it's wrong. Oh, I guess Buster left.
With regards to what Buster Cheeks just said, unless they're taking testosterone, women who pretend to be men should play with women. But if they're taking testosterone, then they shouldn't be allowed to play in anything. Like, sorry, like if you choose to dope, then you don't get to play. Or I can kind of just see the chat coming up on my side of the screen.
Yeah, I'm trying to find his. If he said something else, it didn't come up for me. I'm looking for the actual.
Yeah, he says, I think trans men should play in female sports, except. Oh, yeah, he's an idiot. Never mind.
There we are. All right, I think. Okay, now I'm seeing his stuff. I had to go to the YouTube stream to see his comments. I don't know why I'm not seeing them here.
Oh, now he's disappeared from my comment, unless he just buggered off somewhere.
He could have. How do I see? Where is... Okay, now I got it.
Because I think you can control things that I can't.
Yes.
I'm a guest.
Hey, Buster, are you still here? You want to come up, or you happy in the chat? Okay. People with wieners and wigs
should
get to play in booby sports. Why? That would be the question.
Oh, that's when I decided that Buster's a moron.
So what is your rationale, Buster? Do you want to come up and defend it, or can you defend it in the chat? Women's rugby is a premier sport. I mean, today's women's rugby would stomp my butt, even if I learned how to play the game. I don't know how to play the game.
Well, even if the women could beat the crap out of you in it, you still don't belong, right?
Right.
Yeah, even if it's like a 110-pound man who's never done any exercise in his life, competing against elite female athletes, he doesn't belong. Doesn't belong. Sorry, buddy. You can play with the men.
Hey, Landon, how are you? Are you joining pro or con, and do you want to come up or just sit in the chat?
I was able to see the chat, and now it's disappeared. I'm going to fart around on my settings. See if I accidentally leave or something. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. I can see the comments now.
Okay. Are you on a phone or a computer?
iPad.
iPad. Okay. Well, that's your problem right there.
Yeah, I backed the wrong team.
Yeah, I've got a friend. He his workplace gives him free iPhones and whatever their tablet is called. So he's like, there's no
pushing me.
Yeah, he's like, there's no point in me switching because they're giving it to me for free.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
So Buster said he's going to join us in about 15.
Okay.
Women's rugby is more entertaining than rugby. Well, I don't really watch rugby.
Yeah, I do baseball and baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball and I'm trying to think of another sport that I call it. Like I'll watch hockey if you hold a gun to my head, but I won't enjoy it.
I will watch baseball every now and then, and to me, baseball is really a definition of a team sport.
Oh, it's a beautiful sport. And it requires a lot of intelligence. People don't think it does, but it does.
Yeah, man. But I mean, you just got to have. There are very few star players because a star player's got to have a good team.
Yeah, if you have a great pitcher but everybody else sucks, you're screwed. And yeah, like you say, everybody has to be good.
So yeah, every now and then we'll come across it, either baseball or softball, and we'll watch a bit of it because my wife used to play softball and she'll explain stuff to me. But yeah, it's just really fun to watch all those plays and how fast that ball goes. But I grew up. I didn't play sports. I played sports for fun. And, my mom would always say, why don't you get on sports? I didn't want to. And for my experience, a lot of the sports people were jerks.
Yeah, the only sport I played competitively was show jumping. I have quite a few trophies and medals and shit from that. But the thing with show jumping is the horse does all the work. You just basically hold on and look pretty. So
do they allow males and females to compete against each other because there's no advantage?
Yeah, there doesn't seem to. I think actually women would probably have a slight advantage over men simply because we're lighter.
Yeah.
And so it's less for the horse to carry. But I don't even think they separate the horses by sex. I don't know. It's been so long. I can't even. I just participated where I participated.
That's why I don't understand why there are so many male jockeys. Well, the Kentucky Derby, they have usually in the Derby itself, it's all male jockeys. And I don't know if that's just because it's a man's club or are those men actually better at it because they're men, just because they're stronger.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Come over to Issa's channel.
Or maybe he says came over from Issa's channel. I appreciate you debating this topic. I think citing more research on the topic on social. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a lot of work to do as far as my debate skills.
Well, it's like debating. Does 2 + 2 = 4? And you're going, well, yeah. And the other guy's trying to say, no, it's 76.
That's the way I see it.
It's it's well, we're debating common sense, and it's sad that we're debating common sense, but here we are.
Well, I guess that's not in the. I guess the link is not in the main chat. Okay, excuse me. All right. Let's see here. My notes. I really thought my opening was better. First didn't have much of an opening.
It's not much of an argument, Buster Cheeks. It's women don't have our own sports because it'll be chaotic otherwise. It's because humans are essentially dimorphic species, and males are bigger, faster, stronger, etc. than us. I mean, we've said no, so the men can just play with the other men.
Yeah. That's
All right, I'll wait.
that was at
Sorry,
the core of my
Buster again.
uh-huh.
I'm responding to Buster again. Sorry, in case you're just wondering why I'm just randomly blabbering.
Oh, I know. I'm watching the chat. I was actually supposed to have another friend. I don't know if he watched the debate or what, but he said he was, and he was going to come on a stream. But I don't see him. Trying to YouTube. I thought we might listen in to
regarding Landon Yurla. Okay, I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that. My apologies. As long as you're not taking testosterone, nobody cares if you're playing women's sports.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to say that, but I don't think First Amender ever got let me finish.
Oh, did he do the thing where he doesn't let you finish a sentence so that you can never quite refute anything?
Yeah, pretty much.
He looked like such a wanker.
Or he bloviates.
Bloviate. I like that word. Bloviate. He bloviates. He looked like an absolute wanker in his his just appearance with his background and his stupid headband. I was like, oh my God, sir.
And his sunglasses inside.
Yeah. Take your medication, love.
Are your pupils dilated?
Yeah.
No,
if you're taking testosterone, you don't go in women's sports. It's doping. It's
yeah. Sorry, if you didn't watch a debate, my internet sucks. So sometimes I don't know if you stop talking or you.
Oh no! So I'm reading and responding to the chat. So
yeah,
I don't know if I'm being rude by ignoring you or if I'm being rude by ignoring them. I'm just.
Oh no! You can ignore me. Go ahead, pay attention to them. I was just gonna.
You've seen me in action, so you know. I'm sure you were just watching that discussion with me and Nell and OE going, "Fuck, shut up, Sarah. Just stop talking." Too bad. Don't listen.
Well, I mean, me and the other admin and the mod, we just got a mod for our Ask a Turf. Don't want to say their names.
For the Facebook group, yeah.
Yeah, and we've been talking about respectable conversation versus not on both sides.
Yeah.
But I'm also going, a lot of these women, some have been traumatized, some are just irritated, and if they need to vent
to the limit, we have been pushed and pushed to the limit. Because that's actually what started the fight with Nell, was when he was saying, "Oh, it's been bad behavior on both sides." Yeah. Oh, has there now? Has there?
Yeah.
Well, let's just fucking break that down, buddy. And then he got sad and he went bye-bye. But I mean, whatever.
That's why I was fine with you saying what you did, because, I'm just like, they don't realize how much they've irritated some women. Maybe most women.
Yeah. No, like women, what a lot of men don't understand about women is we're very patient, we're very kind until we're not.
Right.
And we go and turn into like Hitler on steroids type of thing once we're mad. So be nice to your girlfriends, gentlemen. I'm joking for the glue eaters in the chat hiding.
You know Amy Sousa, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like her.
I think she made a video recently about somebody calling her a bitch. And
And she was like, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate
yeah,
that."
yeah, I commented. I said, to me, there are two types of bitches. There's the bitch just bitches and bitches and bitches, and just like an asshole can be an asshole, an asshole, an asshole. But sometimes you bring the bitch out, and you deserve it.
Oh, yeah. My ex-boyfriend was a piece of shit, and all of his girlfriends were bitches, every single one. And I said to him, Malcolm, do you maybe think you're the problem? Because you're the common denominator in here, my friend. So maybe because I knew one of his exes as well, and she was lovely. So, yeah, is it a safety argument? I think yes, safety is a factor, but mostly they're women's sports. They're not for men, so men need to stay out. Like that's all it is. Like yes, men are bigger, faster, stronger, and we know this. It's not a secret. But it's also we said no, so maybe respect that no. And what a lot of people don't appreciate as well is that it's not just it's not just the sport itself; it's the locker room.
Yes, yes. I
Well, yeah, but Buster, even in cycling, men are bigger, faster, stronger.
Well, I did sort of. I brought up the part about Michael Phelps waving his penis around in the women's locker room, and
Oh well, and the women did say that Leah Thomas guy, William Thomas,
yeah,
he had his cock out,
yeah,
and he was quite happy to be in there, is what they were saying. Now that may be what do you call it? Like, oh well, I heard that he had, but he probably had his dick out. He's a bit of a pervert.
yeah, and that apparently went over First Amender's head. He didn't care that a SA survivor was in the room with me, and she was literally crying before Congress.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter to him.
that right there is the crux of the issue. The men who support this don't give a fuck about women. They don't see us as people. They don't give a fuck about us in any way, shape, or form. The men who support this. So, and then good men are going, well, hang on a second. Why should there's a guy in Canada, and it's always fucking Canada, who calls himself Melody Wiseheart. And he's a 50-something-year-old professor at one of the universities, but he identified as a 13-year-old girl and followed the 13-year-old girls into the change room. Now, why would a 50-plus-year-old man want to be in a change room with 13-year-old girls? You don't need to be a genius to figure out why he was there. It's not rocket science, people. It's basic common sense.
Right. Yep.
I think Buster thinks that a penis is far more attractive than it actually is.
Do what? Didn't
Well, he
catch that.
says women want to see Phelps hog anyways.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that, honey. They're fun to play with, not so attractive. No offense, guys.
Yeah. I think women are they're kind of.
We like the whole package.
At least my wife, she's kind of like, oh, okay, but
No, honey, we can keep the lights off.
it's a bit different than other guys, but that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. No, but he was in the change room looking at the little girls, and the reason he was able to get into that change room is because he was able to play or swim on the girls' team. It's exactly the same argument. It's part of the same problem. Two sides of the same coin.
Do you want to come up and talk with a woman?
Quote, trans, unquote, is a pedophile's fucking wet dream. Sorry, I swear a lot. I apologize. My mother's been trying to get me to stop swearing for like 45 years. And
they're listening to us.
I apologize.
It's all right. They're listening to us, so you can talk to them.
Oh, sorry, guys. I swear like a sailor, and I apologize for that, but it's impossible for me to stop.
Let's see. If I can. Oh.
Well, even if they do have private changing rooms, they're on the team. Like, the point is the men need to stay out. That's it. That's the whole point. whether it's the change rooms or the sports team or the rape crisis center, everywhere. The men just need to stay in their lane and stay out.
Yeah, they're listening to us. Landon went away. I don't know what happened. Let me share their thing so we can hear them laughing at us.
Nah, fuck him, who cares? I don't care.
Look, there
The
they are.
easiest thing to not fall into. I'm like, can a 6-year-old be a woman? Just say no. Just say
Can you hear that?
I can hear them. Can I
Okay.
see it as well?
it's not hard. Like, and yes, also like we understand
What's
biologically
that guy? Yeah,
have
he's
children at 16 or whatever, but we're talking about like societally, are they women?
no.
And the answer is no, they're not. They're
What did he
girls. They're little
say?
girls that don't understand freaking anything. If you talk to a 16-year-old, they sound
Yeah,
like a
they're girls, yeah.
moron. It's because
This
there's
guy sounding like a moron.
that's just how
Oh.
it is. You're a child.
What I
Why
put
was he
what I
saying-
put on
Go ahead.
as a criteria is like, yeah, we legally define an adult as an 18-year-old. Well, not
Mhm.
specifically in the US, because at 18 you are almost an adult and you become fully adult at 21 because you're 18 and you're an adult, but you can't
Yeah.
drink. So
Mhm.
it's like, well, that makes no fucking sense to me.
Country to country as well.
Mhm.
There's
But
difference.
again,
And
that does
All right, I'll quiet them for a minute. We got Trans Enforcer. I just want Trans Enforcer to know we do not use this on this channel. There are men and women, and there are people that claim to be trans. And,
Is Max a woman who pretends to be a man?
you'd
Or
have
is
to
it a
ask
real
him.
man?
Yeah, they quit streaming us. So I guess I don't know. We'll see. So Trans Enforcer, I'm bringing you up. Please abide by YouTube terms of service. Otherwise, I do not language police. Welcome, Trans
Doesn't be actually-
Enforcer.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I just brought you up.
Hi, can y'all hear me?
Hello, hello.
Okay.
Yeah,
How's
I
it
do
going?
have internet issues. It's good.
Okay.
Oh, so
Are
when we
you-
talk our little circle blue. Okay, okay.
Are you pro or con, I guess? Which way do you lean anyway?
So I don't think that men belong in women's sports. And as a trans man, having lived it, these guys or whoever they are that are claiming that don't really understand the damage that this causes.
Why do you
You're
think?
cutting. Sorry, on my part, you're cutting out. Oh shit.
Yeah, he was roboting.
Yeah, it was like, so I don't know, bad internet connection or something.
Now, see, I'll be nice to somebody like that. I don't know. He might not like to be called he, but he can let me know. But otherwise,
I thought the person said that they're quote a trans man unquote.
yes, they did.
Yeah, so that's a woman then.
Yes, but
Yeah, she had the squeaky voice.
they also said they do not think that Tims need to be in women's sports.
Well, they should, of course.
Why do you think that trans-identified females are usually more based?
I think because they identify as trans for different reasons than the men do. So the men, 99.99% of them, it's a fetish. But for the women, they do it either like the social contagion aspect is huge, similar to, the dancing plague of the 1700s. Some say the Salem witch trials as well, but let's take that with a grain of salt. Satanic panic, cutting, anorexia, young women are susceptible to social contagions. And I think a lot of them are caught up in that. So they're not as motivated as the men are. It's kind of, you do find with the women, a lot of them are autistic, they're survivors of sexual abuse. They're just trying to escape their female bodies, a lot of them. And so they recognize that their female body is quite important and that other women's female bodies are important as well.
Yeah. I mean, there are
Okay,
there
so
are a
the
few.
internet's down. That's why
Yeah.
Landerler. I'll have to ask him.
I'm just going to say Landon. Yeah, there are a few. There's I don't know if you've ever watched it. I would love for you to call in. It's a channel called The Line, and
Line, okay.
on Thursdays they have the Transatlantic show, and it's where trans persons take calls. But they love the mute button and they love to take control of the conversation.
Well,
But,
of course they do. Yeah, they can't argue. Well, like again in the chat, they can't argue our points because again they're arguing that 2 + 2 = 74. So they have to block and mute because I mean you can't argue with reality. It's
yep, they have one of the hosts is this person named Dr. Ben.
Dr. Ben. Okay.
They are a doctor,
Okay.
a GP, I think. But that is one of the few trans-identified females that I know of that agrees with the Tims.
Okay.
But otherwise, most of the trans-identified females are usually with the women.
Usually, well, yeah, like I said, they recognize that women's bodies are important.
I don't get that
I
comment.
think is that a troll? Is Buster a troll or is Buster just special?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I think they mean 2 + 2 = 4. The 7's an accident, unless you said 74.
I'd say 74 because that's the argument that quote trans unquote people are making, that 2
Yeah.
+ 2 = 74, or cats are a form of vegetable.
It's going to come nuke your argument in 5 minutes.
Oh, cool. Excellent. Well, I'm just about to finish this row of knitting, so I'll be able to concentrate fully on you there, Buster Cheeks.
Yeah, let's since we don't have another guest, let's listen in.
Let's eavesdrop a little bit.
See what they're saying. I got to get it back up. Yeah, Max his voice just irritates me.
Yeah, I wonder if Max is a woman who pretends to be a man. It's got that they apparently, and I take this with a grain of salt. So they don't have the lung volume to power the larger larynx caused by the testosterone. So they tend to kind of push the air up through their sinuses to get more reverberation, which is why they get that squeaky kazoo voice. But I don't know if that's true or not. Take that with a grain of
Controlling
salt.
the conversation. I mean, if he's making good points and answering all your questions, like that's your fault. If you're not a good debater, like what the fuck?
So look, man.
One of his biggest things is
Well, maybe the one in the middle might not be. Take that.
like women's sports, right? And I wonder why he completely avoids the other side of the conversation. And in my debate and in your debate, I didn't get a reason. I
Oh, are
think
they
he
talking
knows
shit about
that
you?
the
Aw.
opposite,
Yes.
because
Aw.
he talks about
Rent
men
free,
having
baby, rent free.
advantages in males having advantages in female sports. Okay, but when it's the other way around, it doesn't happen that way. The people
Is
are
it-
Well,
going into
yeah, you
something
moron,
that
because
is
women don't have an advantage.
harder for them to achieve the same result. So that
Is it too loud or too soft?
Oh, it's fine for me.
Okay, I just want to be able to talk over it, but still hear it.
starting with you, Amanda.
Bless her.
Repeat that. I was stuck on. I was thinking that you were going one direction, and then my brain went in that direction.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
It's
it just
a
completely.
headband.
for one
No,
thing,
no, because like
The
it was
debate
Why do you think
prompt-
he argues this way? And I thought I was thinking, oh,
the debate
I-
prompt
I
was
know
only
always
about trans
what
women
it
and
is
women's
when it comes to
sports.
these- when it comes
So
to-
why
Well,
did we
that's
bring
the
up trans
problem.
men?
always
And Max is saying,
why
why didn't he talk about trans men? Well, that wasn't the debate.
Yeah.
I said the
Guaranteed.
same thing. Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, and the
promise
reason you don't
this
talk
guy
about
is-
women in
this
men's
guy is
sports,
super
was-
attracted to trans women, and he
like,
cannot deal with
although having said that, I think a woman on a men's team would be
Yeah.
I agree.
hobbling that team.
My point
You know, it would make them less competitive than teams of all men. But I mean, that's their problem to sort out, not mine.
males in female sports, but he doesn't give a single flying fuck about females in
Yeah.
male sports.
the
right?
propaganda. Specifically is
Yeah,
focused
because they're
on
idiots.
women because men
Yeah.
tend to have a
I
higher
guess I did
libido,
do that
they're
wrongly.
more
I should have just said,
transitioning because
sure, they can play in
sure,
men's sports. They
and
won't
that's
be good at
They
it.
don't
But
really
go ahead.
care, you know,
Well,
men
you know,
don't really care
Like
about
that
all the
basketball
women,
girl,
they
I
have
think
the
it was
lower
Sophie
libido,
Cunningham,
therefore,
played on the
for
men's
them
team in high school, the boys team on high school, because she was good enough to play on the team. So they were like, cool, you can join,
Well,
whatever.
to be- yeah.
Oh, I wanted to
But
add
she didn't really have an advantage over the other boys. She was just good enough to play with them.
Scare. We've seen it in like movies from like the 90s and the 2000s.
Oh, what
and
these
stuff
is
like that,
saying.
particularly earlier on. And I would say even 80s and stuff like that. You have this scare of
Silence
You
of the
know,
Lambs.
the
Oh,
fake,
okay, I
it's
control
like
it
the
there.
fake woman. That there's this entity that's actually a predator. They're really scary and they're gonna hurt you. And it's like a female pretender. It's a female masquerader that's seeking to hurt you. And I think there's
Not
a fear of
necessarily to
that.
hurt.
Like you usually hear that narrative that
entitled
this is
wank
evil predator that's trying to go into women's rooms, that is trying to hurt women, and
Yep.
they're masquerading as a woman, and it's not actually
They are,
authentic
yeah.
women. They actually are
Almost
really
there,
a
buddy.
man, but they
Almost
are
there.
using this kind of guise.
Sorry, I'm so
Yeah, because
so
Yeah.
mean.
because
I
these
don't
guys,
care.
they're trying to think, what reason would a guy want to pretend to be a woman, right? They can't fathom it. I was at that point too. Like,
All
man,
right.
it must
You
be
Trans
because
and-
they
You
wanna
lost.
have sex with women.
Yeah, I
That's
did.
the only reason I
Trans
would,
Enforcer's
right?
back.
But
I'll
Excellent.
take that away.
Hopefully the internet doesn't die anymore. Hello?
Trans Enforcer is back. Hello, Trans Enforcer.
Hey, can you all hear me?
Hello again. Oh, gone again. Jesus wept.
Hello.
What is with you people and shitty internet?
I don't know. I got a brand new computer and it's still messing up. I don't know what the deal is. Buster Cheek joined us. It's going to put you in your place.
Oh yeah. All right. Buster Cheeks is here. Oh,
Hey, how's everybody doing?
not too bad. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Okay. Actually, I guess Trans Enforcer just got on here, so I'll let them say whatever they need to say.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't catch that.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't want to cut off Trans Enforcer. But I'm Buster.
Hello?
I've never seen you guys chatting before. And I don't know if Trans Enforcer want to say something, but so my argument is that there's nothing wrong with letting trans go to whatever's, I don't care who's in what sport, basically. And the argument that I'm hearing for why you shouldn't are based on safety and privacy. But I think in most cases that
Fair.
doesn't really even apply.
And fairness.
Yeah, but I also have, I would say, an argument for what women's sports even for.
Oh,
Like, I think women's sports are for entertainment.
okay, so the women should just get fucked and not get any money or anything?
No. I think the most entertaining sports will make the most money. Like, for instance, women's rugby is much more entertaining than men's rugby. So I think if you open the market on who's allowed in what league, I think it would just naturally compete to whatever the best sports are. That's the one. Like, nobody's ever going to want to watch women do a 100-yard dash. Like, nobody cares.
Yeah, but we still should have the chance to do it without men
Yeah,
interfering.
it's not interfering. You're already competing against men. It's a 100-yard dash. It's all
No.
measured in time.
If we're competing against other women, we're competing against other women. Like, yes,
For what? Like the 500th place?
lower, but I might get first place in a women's 100-yard dash, but like you say, 500th place against men. So why the fuck should women have to compete against men? Like, just let
I'm
us
saying
have-
it's a race.
You don't have to watch
It's
it
a
much.
Well, nobody's watching it. That's my point.
Then don't watch it. Nobody's gonna hold a gun to your head and make you watch it, mate.
Well, yeah, I don't think anybody's holding a gun to anybody's head so that they watch women run the 100-yard dash. That's my point. I think that it's basically a dead sport anyways. You're already competing against men
No, we're not.
because
We're
the fastest
competing for women. We're competing.
Yeah, but nobody cares how fast the fastest woman is.
Good, then don't care. Nobody cares if you don't care. Like, honestly, just let us have our fucking thing.
You can have it. You can do it all you want. You can do it on Wednesday. It doesn't make a difference. Nobody's going to care if a trans man races women for the 100-yard dash either, because he's still not going to be on the leaderboard.
Okay, now, what is your definition of a quote trans man? What does that mean? Is that a man or a woman?
I don't know. Those people that think they're some
I've
other
gotta hear
gender than they're
this.
not. They go
Is
both.
it men who pretend to be men, or is it men who pretend to be women?
When I say trans man, I'm thinking a man who thinks he's trans.
Okay, so they call themselves quote trans women, and
I don't care what they say.
They don't belong in women's sports. They're men.
We're not pretending.
Oh, sweetie, yes, you are. Because the word woman means adult human female. The word man means adult human male. If you are an adult human female pretending to be a man, you don't meet the definition of the word, so you're pretending to be the thing. Like, I'm so sorry that basic logic is lost to you, but you can't be something that you're not. Like, I can't be a giraffe. I'm not actually.
And women can't be a top sprinter.
Yes, okay, I agree.
I'm pretty sure Miss Sarah Smith could probably outrun me.
I doubt it. I'm old and fat and out of shape.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I would rather watch 3 old, fat, out of shape women run 100-yard than I would rather watch the top female athletes in the world run a 100-yard dash. There's money in watching middle-aged mothers run the 100-yard dash. There's no money in watching women's female Olympians run the 100-yard dash.
So why is there money in watching men run against other men, but no money in
Because they're
watching
fast.
True, yes. But I mean, we all like when Usain Bolt is on the field with other men, we all know who's going to win. Like it's not even close. So there's no fun in it, but the fun is seeing who's going to win. Is it going to be number 1? Is it going to be number 7? Is it going to be who's going to win? It's not about the speed.
No. In especially the Olympics or like pure athletic sports, like not chess, right? Not volleyball, pure speed, strength, powerlifting, stuff like that. People only care about the feat of strength or speed. Nobody cares about the competition. That's why Usain Bolt, the numbers on watching sprinting are higher than ever, even though the competition's lower.
Okay.
Nobody cares about the competition of running sports. They care about the accomplishment.
Okay.
Whereas
so,
basketball, they might care.
Okay, but so if a man is allowed to compete against women, there's no records being broken. It's just watching a mediocre man run against women. So why isn't it entertaining to watch women beat each other's numbers? Like
Because they're like the same speed as middle school boys.
yeah, we know. That's why we don't want men in our sports.
Well, what I'm saying is nobody cares about the sport anyways.
Okay, well the women doing it do.
Well, do you think that the numbers on tuning in to women's sprinting would be higher if there was a man in it or lower? You'd watch. I'd watch.
Well, it's not the point about the numbers. The point is he doesn't belong there. I mean, yeah.
But the numbers will go up.
Talk to people to see a man beating the shit out of women, but it's not fair on the women. He doesn't.
Well,
belong.
50% of women have a rape fantasy, and I know that from experience because they tell me in the locker room. So you'd be surprised how many people like it.
Women tell you about rape fantasies in the locker room.
Oh, yes, girlfriend.
Okay.
But you're talking about pretend and it's consensual.
Are you talking about women who have a fantasy that, you know, their partner, you know, say who's a handsome actor?
George Clooney.
Okay, George. Okay, yeah, George. So George Clooney. Oh, you're so beautiful, and he. It's not necessarily a rape fantasy per se. It's he's taking charge and making love to you, and yeah, it's not being violently raped in an alleyway fantasy, and so.
I don't know what they're telling you, but when I'm on the field and we hit the showers, it's the 4-letter word, and it's super uncomfortable because I'm just trying to be one of the girls.
I don't know what girls you're talking to, because I've never in my life ever, and I'm 46. Am I 46? I'm 46. I've never heard a woman, especially in like a random locker room, by the way, because that's
Well,
weird.
it's not random. We're on a team, so we're all sisters. But just because I still have my penis,
Oh, you're
and
a
I
man.
dominate these women.
Okay, sir, don't go in the women's locker room. Maybe they're saying, "Hey, we have these rape
Well,
fantasies.
hold on now.
Rape us, you creep."
No, they're approaching me.
Yeah, they're approaching you. Okay, yeah, get your cock out of your hand while you're saying that, because that is 100%
Ew.
strange.
I'm sorry. This is no. It's
Yeah,
not even like that.
You're the one saying that women are having fucking rape fantasies, you creep. Whereas
Well,
you're
I thought it was a lie, and then I looked it
the
up, and
women's
they
locker
actually
room,
do,
watching
and this
them
is
get
crazy.
changed, being the worst human being in the history of the world.
You don't know me, sweetheart.
I do, buddy. If you're a man and you're going in the women's locker room, you're a piece of shit. And I think that you're a
Well,
disgusting.
God bless you.
Good. Stay in the men's, mate.
Anyways, they tell me that, and I'm just letting you know. You guys brought it up.
You're full of shit. You're a liar.
Who brought up?
I lie about women's rape fantasies.
Yes, you do, apparently.
Who brought that up?
Yeah, why would women say that to you, buddy? Do they
You were
also
talking
ask
about
you for
women.
tampons, bro?
You were talking about men wanting to dominate, or women not wanting to be dominated by men, or nobody wants to watch that.
Yeah,
and
nobody
that's
wants
what
to
they
watch
tell
women
me.
being beaten on the field. Plenty of men want to watch women be raped. I mean, Pornhub does exist.
Well,
I mean,
hold
you would know
on.
better than me.
I would argue that most, again, my position is that allowing men to compete against women, basically that's what we're talking about, right? People with wieners competing against people without wieners in their sport, their respective sport. I like the WNBA thing, right? Those dudes that from the NBA saying that they're going to be in the WNBA. I think women's sports are largely for entertainment. Pretty much all sports are for entertainment, but some sports are for the love of the game, so to speak, or for the advancement of the human race, like powerlifting, gymnastics, stuff like that, right? But short of that, that's why I say, like, if women's rugby and men's rugby, pretty soon here, people are only going to watch women's rugby because it's more appealing. It's like you're seeing women that are fast and strong pummel each other, and they're hot, right? So, and plus rugby is not that cool to sport anyways. So it's not like watching a men's rugby sport. No, I'm saying it's not the same thing as it's not like Olympic sprinting, right? Like being good at rugby is not the same level of human accomplishment as running a 9-second 100-yard dash.
That
right?
is true. It's a different skill set.
I totally understand it. I'm just saying that some sports are purely for entertainment, and some are like that's what the Olympics are. For the vast history of humanity that the Olympics have existed, they weren't entertainment sports. They were skills that you used to survive, like running, jumping, swimming, javelins, things like that, right? So that to me makes sense for sports. Other than that, it's all for entertainment. So if more people were watching, James or LeBron James playing the WNBA, that's probably good for women's sports and the WNBA. And for all of us, we would all think it's more fun to watch.
Yeah, but then it's not women's
It
sports.
would make them better.
It would be.
It would make them better too.
Be mixed sex sports, and women.
That's more fun.
It's something that's very difficult for men to accept, that women sometimes just want to do our own things.
Yes. Yeah, agree.
Well, I don't think they should call it sport then, honestly, because
But it is
it
sport,
doesn't
you
really
dork.
seem like a sport.
Sport
Well, no, it
you
is
take
kind of
the ball, you throw it
entertainment.
in the net,
You know, I
you
think there are
puck,
several
put it in the
reasons.
net.
I think
You
there are
punch
several
it in
reasons
the
that people enter
face.
sports.
That's what sport is, you silly goose.
It's for fun.
It's for fun. It's for athleticism. There are prizes involved because we have decided that throwing a ball around is a worthy goal.
Yeah.
Like, it.
Could I suggest that the prize money would be higher in the WNBA that's selling 10 times as many tickets because LeBron James is dunking from the free throw line on women? Like, they would make more money too.
Well,
There's literally no downside.
yeah, but except for the women.
What are they losing?
Well, they're losing. So the woman who lost a spot on a team because LeBron James was on it, she'd
Yep.
lose. The teams who have to play against the team that has a ringer in the form of LeBron James, isn't he the guy who died in a helicopter crash? Anyway,
Kobe, right?
They're losing out because
No, they could hire.
on it is cheating basically because they've got a 6'7" man on it instead of a 6'1" woman. If you look at the difference between the women in the WNBA versus the men in the NBA, the height difference is astounding. I mean, these are extremely tall women, but they're nowhere near the height of these men.
Well, I think
Right,
with
but what
enough
is
time of the trans going against, like a trans male like myself playing against the females, that evolution will take hold and the women will adapt, just because humans are very adaptive creatures.
Okay, humans are also sexually dimorphic, sir. So here's the thing.
But I played against some linebacker women that gave me a run for my money, so I know they're out there.
Yeah, there are very strong women out there. But humans are a sexually dimorphic species. Men are bigger, they're faster, they're stronger. They have more lung capacity. They're a different body type. Like your hips are narrower than mine, and they're at a different angle coming out of your pelvis.
Not everyone.
You've never had to deal with menstruation. You don't have boobs flapping in your face as you're running around. Like, the sexual dimorphism evolved for a reason, and the reason wasn't to play sports ball against each other. So men playing against women in sports is not going to fucking fast track evolution.
I disagree.
Well, you're an idiot then. No offense, but that is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. Are you a Lamarckian by any chance?
I disagree on that.
What is that term?
You also disagree on the basic reality that women are adult human females. So I'm so mad at you for going in the women's locker room. It's so rude of you. I thought you were a woman who pretended to be a man on testosterone.
No, I mean, I can't help who I am.
So wait a minute. Trans enforcer, I'm confused. I thought you said you were a trans man.
I am a trans man.
So that means
you're a woman who pretends to be a man? Well,
there's no pretending, girlfriend.
So just using the vernacular of the what trans people and TRAs usually say, you would have been assigned female at birth, but now identify as a man.
Look, I don't like these boxes that you're trying to put me in.
That's what they say.
Trans enforcers said they have a penis.
Huh. That's confusing.
And women don't have a penis. So trans enforcers very confused.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I think some women have a penis.
What, like in a jar on their mantelpiece?
Yeah, I'm just confused because usually when somebody says trans man, and this is from your supporters or the supporters of trans ideology, they would say that was a person that was assigned female at birth and now identifies as a man. That's what they would say.
That logically that doesn't make sense to me, because man, I could say man trans, so that means I'm a bio man.
You were born. What did
born
the
a man?
Your parents, you are.
Yeah, what did the doctor say you were?
Well, the doctor said that I was a male.
There,
I'm a biological male.
Yeah. And
Okay,
you
I was
sound
born with this
sound
lap
like a-
hog. Okay, whatever. But now but I play in female sports.
Yeah, so you're an asshole. No offense, but just
You keep
just play on the
saying
men-
that after insulting
Yeah,
me. That
play
doesn't really
on the
mean
men's
anything.
Team. Play on the men's team, sir. You don't get to play with the women. You're not a woman. You never will.
I
be
do
a
get to
woman.
play
Can
with
I
the
ask-
women, and I
can
love
I
playing
ask-
with women,
Yeah, I bet you do.
and they love playing with me. And it's a sisterhood, and I love it. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we call them trans maidens. They're women who, so historically, back when we were all wandering the Serengeti and shit, the females would placate and suck up to violent and aggressive males as a survival technique. And in today's modern technology, I guess some women still do that.
Yeah, I would say most women still do that. But I was going to ask Trans Enforcer, so what do you play? Like you're playing rec ball, or you're at the YMCA or something? Or I don't even know what kind of women's sports there are that aren't like
His sport's
professional, I
going
guess.
to the locker room with him.
Well, so it started out in high school. I got a full ride to a college, which I'll leave out.
Yeah.
But it started with volleyball. I did pretty good on that. And
the
then
men's
the
net is higher than
coaches,
the females' net, by the way.
and we won first place. Our team won first place. And then it went into softball, dominated that. And the coaches said that I had a real natural talent. And oddly enough, all my teammates were getting better. It was the best they've ever played. So, you know how they say that a high tide raises all boats? That's what my coach said to me. And I think about that every day.
See, the reason he did
Well,
well is he was playing on the women's team and not with other men. That's why he
Well,
was,
but also you're probably a natural leader in that position. Like you probably were the team captain or something too, just because of like the natural inclination for women to follow men. But I was going to ask about attendance. Like, do you think it helped the schools or I don't even know I'm not even really sure. I guess you're playing collegiate or something, but do you think people found it more interesting? You probably got hate mail and stuff too, but I imagine there's more publicity than, like when that girl joined the football team back in the 90s to be a kicker and people were like, whoa, cool. Nobody cares about this team otherwise. Like, that's a real phenomenon that happens. So that's what I'm saying. Like, women's sports don't matter anyways. And the ones that do quote unquote matter, they're going to win out on that one eventually. The market will decide,
so you're
but it
arguing
will
that
make it more interesting.
like people will
Sorry.
people will pay to go to a freak show. So a man pretending to be a woman playing on the women's team gives it the freak show factor, which will bring the crowds.
That's a great
So
metaphor. Yeah.
We do get record attendance. Our team, I don't know why, but I think it's because everybody, like all my girlfriends and all my teammates, again, you should see their stats. It's staggering. We dominate everything, and they teach me so much. And honestly, I told them that I would sign the petition so that they could play in male sports. That's how good they are.
I think, can't they?
Or you could just not play on their team and let the women play in the women's league. How cool would that be? But I bet you can't compete
Yeah,
with
I could. Yeah, that's a possibility. But
I
this
bet
is
compared to other men, you're like middle of the pack. Like you're making our argument.
no, I dominated all throughout middle school in the male sports, powerlifting, football.
So you're a
I
big
mean-
bruiser of a man going against women who are much smaller and weaker than you are.
Well, I'm not going against them, I'm going with them.
Well, powerlifting is a single person sport.
Well, that's when I was going up against men.
And I mean, you're going up against the opposing teams, and you're like a ringer on the team that you're on. Basically, your teammates are cheated as much as you are.
Look, I don't make the
Or more-
rules.
I didn't.
But
say
Maybe they're
the
business-minded.
camaraderie,
I'm just
I
saying.
didn't know that females had camaraderie, but it is so strong, and I'm loving every minute of it, and they're loving
Yeah.
every minute of it.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret about women. They don't see you as one of them. They see you as a man, and they're supplicating to you for their own protection.
What
Which
do you
is
mean
only
by that?
natural.
You think women don't have camaraderie?
I know he's never met a woman in his fucking life, idiot. Okay, sorry. No, that last comment was rude. But I just you have no idea. They don't see you as a woman, my friend. They see you as a man invading their space. You're a threat to them subconsciously, not consciously, and you're not going to hit them or anything. Hopefully,
No,
but they
I'm one
recognize
of
you as a
them.
threat because you're violating their boundaries. You're watching them shower. You're invading their spaces. You're violating their boundaries, and so they're supplicating to you. They're placating you. They're trying to keep you happy, keep you sweet.
Why
That-
would they do that?
Treat you like that. It's a survival thing.
Why wouldn't they just tell me if they felt uncomfortable? Because that's not the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, but when women tell men that they're uncomfortable, sometimes the women freak out and beat the shit out of them or murder them. They don't know.
But
if
just
I mean, you're
look, just
already
because I
violating
was
their
born,
boundaries.
just because I was a bio man and I'm, again,
still
born
are.
with this lap hog, doesn't
You
mean that I don't know why they wouldn't just tell me
Lap pig,
if I was if they were being uncomfortable.
lap hog. What a fucking idiot.
I have to be honest
To
with you.
be fair, my argument.
Sorry, wait a minute.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
I'm not sure that if you're trolling us or not. I hope you're sincere. I mean, not
Well,
that I
I'm
like
trying
what
to be, but I mean,
Okay, good.
I haven't said anything. Have I been rude?
No,
Yes.
no. Well, not to me.
Yes. Well, first of all, lap hog. Seriously,
Yeah, that's kind of rude to
that's
say.
like
but,
ew. Don't be gross, sir.
Okay, so
Well, I mean, sir, you've been insulting people, so I wouldn't throw any stones from your glass house.
That is
But
true, but I don't insult.
I was going to say, you mentioned the survival strategy. That's actually, funny enough, that's what I'm arguing, is that the survival of women's sports heavily depends on men, whether it be in contrast to men's sports or having freak shows, playing volleyball or whatever they're doing. Right? Like, the only article I've ever seen about female powerlifting was some Australian dude.
Oh, that what's his name? Fat guy, blonde hair.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Year before he.
that's how little I know about female powerlifting.
Laurel Hubbard.
But there you go. Okay, I guess I'm not trusting on that one. But that's what I'm saying. If anything, now people actually support female powerlifting because they're like, get the trannies out,
Yes.
right? Which is
And
cool.
For that,
I don't
glad
care.
Woken people up that these men are invading spaces.
That's why I'm saying that there will be a short period of chaos, but ultimately it's beneficial for men's sports, women's sports, trans sports, blah, 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 all that stuff. It'll be very short, like a year. If they just open the floodgates like a year from now, we'll know what sports are going to be like in 100 years.
Well, women have fought so hard to have our own sports. We fought tooth and nail, and we finally get them. And then men, well, actually, since the 70s, men have been infiltrating and taking away our opportunities. Like we just want to be able to play against each other and have fun, maybe win a little bit of prize money. And I agree with you that like the women of the WNBA shouldn't get as much money as the men in the NBA because they don't draw the same crowds. Like I agree with you there. But at the very least, we should be able to play with each other and not have men.
Someone informed me that the WNBA has just now reached the black. They've been in the red since the 90s.
The NBA has
Well, yeah, I think they have like a handful of trans dudes already playing. It looks like, right?
like Griner, Brittany Griner.
Yeah. So like, that's what I'm saying. Nobody cared about the WNBA until the concept of being invaded by, and this isn't brand new. This is like the last at least 5 or 6 years, right? Probably longer than that. But they've been pretty much as long as high school dudes have been in the girls' locker room. People have been saying something about the WNBA because that's the only female sport they can name, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, LPGA.
it's gotten bigger. right? And the LPGA, isn't that the one where they have the women in tennis skirts wearing thongs and like their tits are hanging out? They're playing pro
no,
golf, but they're wearing basically nothing.
Yeah, you're thinking of a different one, but I can't think of which one you're thinking of. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's probably the biggest female golf tournament, I would imagine. Right?
I think
That's
so.
what I'm saying. That's female rugby, same deal. Female rugby, if you watch male rugby and female rugby back to back, it's literally more interesting to watch female rugby because they're knocking the crap out of each other, and they're hot, and they're like the fastest, strongest women on the planet.
Okay, so for straight guys like
basically perverts run
You might be
women's.
because they're
It's
hot.
not perverts to say they're hot and strong and fast.
You're
No,
right,
no.
I agree.
But I think what you're saying is opinion.
Find women attractive, but it's just funny the way you said it.
Yeah, I'm not actually I'm less familiar with rugby period, men and female, male and female.
Bro, do yourself a favor. Watch like 5 minutes of each, and I know you're going to agree with me. Guaranteed.
I've noticed that the men are actually nicer to each other than the women are. The women will beat the shit out of each other for no particular reason. I love it.
You guys remember roller derby? You guys remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, when dudes
Oh, yeah,
play
I've
it,
been in
nobody
roller derby.
cares.
Well, it is women wearing short shorts and, elbowing each other in the face. So, I mean, the straight male population probably kept that running for as long as it did.
Right. And they probably made more money than the men roller derby guys.
But
Because
if,
everybody acknowledges it's a dumb sport.
but if men started joining, then viewership would drop because nobody wants to see a man in short shorts. No offense, guys.
No, that's what I'm saying. There was male roller derby and it was dumb and gay and nobody cared. But female roller, you see what I'm saying? It'll naturally end up where it's supposed to be. So let it go. I want to see LeBron James dunk on, some 6 foot tall chick. That'd be awesome.
So what you mean is if the men join, then people will go, well, hang on a second. Humans are sexually dimorphic. Men don't belong here. And then women will get our sports back. Is that what you're saying?
Some sports, the women's sports that deserve to be watched will go up. The women's sports that suck, like female sprinting, they'll just disappear. Nobody cares. Do that on the weekend or some shit. Like start a book club about running or something. Do that.
Did you say Buster screening? What's that sport women do?
Sprinting.
Sprinting. Okay.
Yeah, like nobody cares about women sprinting, right? So that's what I'm saying.
I don't know if many people care about men sprinting.
Exactly. Nobody even cares about men sprinting. So imagine watching some women that run like 13s. Nobody cares, right? Actually, the only thing on YouTube about female track sports, guess what they're showing? Short shorts.
Oh, I thought you were talking about those 3 guys, Andrea Yearwood. I can't remember the other 2 guys' names, who infiltrated the girls' team in
A.B. Hernandez.
Connecticut.
Type in something on YouTube, like or Google or something if you can. Just for example, pull up like women's what is it called? Pole vaulting. Type that in. You're just gonna see hot chicks. Nobody shows them doing the sport. They just show hot chicks. That's it. So that's what I'm saying. The sports that are valuable for women, look at that. That's insane.
Oops.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the sport.
Yeah, that's like a bikini contest.
But I mean,
it's a bikini contest.
They're in shape, and don't men dress the same way, basically?
No, the men actually get to wear clothes occasionally.
Yeah, the men wear clothes.
Well, it makes them more aerodynamic.
Right.
Especially that one on the right.
Oh, yeah.
High jump thing. That was hilarious.
So is that a choice, or do they force the women to dress like that?
No, they're made to wear. Because the women have been actually sued for I think it was volleyball because they wanted to wear shorts, and they were fined for it.
Look, if you were the guy in charge of funding women's track to make sure it stays a sport, you might say, "Hey, why don't we go with the tank tops?" You know what I'm saying?
That's not.
It's just a practical move.
I think, but I mean, whatever, bro.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying
it is what it is.
If it is what it is, right? So That's what I'm saying. I think if you let it happen, first off, all the people who aren't really down to be tranny or whatever, they'll just disappear. Like 5 years from now, they won't even be trying this crap because it won't gain them anything. Because they're not going to be the first trans person to dunk from the free throw line or whatever. Right? After that, all the sports that suck. Oh, dude, type in women's rugby. Just watch like 5 seconds of it. It's insane.
That's right.
It's
I
the
don't
best
know.
female sport.
I don't
For
want to
sure.
watch it. I don't want to watch it right now. But
Well, it's the
Well,
same
just
thing
whenever.
with lingerie football. You know, they might be fast for them, but a lot of the people they watch it because it's more of just idolize or sexualizing the female form, which is, in my personal opinion, I get it that it's lucrative, but it's kind of a spit in the face to other women.
I don't want to mess with that woman.
Women's rugby, I would say, is best of both worlds. That's what I would argue. They are legitimately fantastic physically. Like their athleticism is crazy.
They're more.
It's not man level.
Sports. These women, like they've got more like stockier rugby players.
Yeah, if that was your wife, you'd be making linebackers, like guaranteed, right? So I don't see. That's when I hear your arguments about safety or privacy. I don't, and about competition. Like I don't think they actually apply.
Well, they don't apply in the like. People don't care about women's safety. Women don't care about women's privacy, and apparently, people don't care about women's competition either. So, I mean, there's that. I mean, the point is, women deserve to have the same opportunities that men do. So even if you don't like watching the sprinting, don't watch it. But we deserve to have the opportunity to have a track meet and run as slow as we want. We can do what did you say, a 13-second mile? Like, sure, like whatever. Actually, it'd be 13 seconds, 100 meter, doesn't matter.
Wait, right.
Like, even if you don't like it, even if there's not as much money in it, we deserve a chance to only compete against other women.
Well, yeah, that's up to the organization, though. Like that's fine. Go for it, but you're gonna lose money.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, then they
they're-
shouldn't even
these
call
women-
it sports.
These women are in it for the money.
That is true. I agree that there's less, what do you call it, like enthusiasm from the public to pay money to watch women's sports. I agree 100%. So we could try to change the zeitgeist so that, oh, there's a women's basketball game on. Let's go watch it. But yeah, no, I agree. There's less money because there's less interest. But
That's why we need more
play
men more men or whatever you want to call them in the female sports, because it's gonna make them better. I've seen it firsthand.
Oh, shut up. You are so full of shit.
What if
It's
the
not going to
women?
make them better. It's going to take opportunities away from them.
What if the women are okay with not making as much money by keeping men out?
Well, then that's a hobby. That's not a profession.
And if I'm honest, if I'm honest, I've noticed that the women do tend to get jealous that the men make millions of dollars and that they don't. I have noticed that, if I'm being honest.
But I think they're aware of that, and they're still not willing to let men in.
No, and because again, if you allow men onto women's teams, so you've got the men's team, you've got the mixed sex team, so men have the option of 2 teams, but women can't really play against men because we just can't. Like we're not as fast, we're not as strong, we're not as big. So,
and also, don't you think that if just men were allowed, if they're allowed to just identify into the women's category, or maybe they don't have to identify at all, they're just allowed. Don't you think during tryouts that most of the men would be more impressive than the women, especially since the basket's lower, more men could dunk?
oh, well, we saw that in that volleyball team. It had, I think it had 4 men on it, and the 4 men were on the court the entire time, whereas the women were kind of rotating in the background a little bit here and there occasionally. So some people make the argument that if you say that men are faster, stronger, blah, 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 that you're saying that women are inferior. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that we're different and that men don't belong in women's sports. It's literally all there is to it. And certainly not in women's change rooms, sir. Yeah. Just let us play with each
My
other.
argument would be that the change rooms is a totally different topic, in my opinion.
It's part of the same. It's same sides of the same coin, two sides of the same coin, because the men who want to go on the women's team certainly want to go in the women's change room. It's, you know, and there are some who specifically choose to join they don't care about the sport. They just want to get in that locker room.
I think that's disgusting.
Like Nicholas Cepeda, aka Melody Weishart. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to go in the women's change room. You find it disgusting?
It's
I find it
reprehensible.
despicable. It is reprehensible, yes. And yet
Well,
you do it.
it seems like a simple solution to that would just be private changing rooms.
Well, or better, just men stay out of women's spaces. Like, why?
I don't want to be in a men's locker room.
You know how expensive it is to build like private, like enclosed spaces?
Well, if I have a profitable sport, that's not a problem.
Okay, but why would you throw money down the toilet when you could just have a change room? Like,
So there's no predators.
It's a waste.
It seems like a worthy cause.
I agree, but at the same time, I'm aware that reality exists.
Okay, so what about gay people? Should gay people be allowed in the same locker room?
Of course.
Why? They're ogling you just like somebody else.
Not necessarily.
No, that's true.
Well, not necessarily, just like a straight man might not be ogling you, even if he pretends to be a woman or something.
But if a man enters a women's space, he's already violating a boundary. A lesbian coming into a women's change room, she belongs there. That's where she's supposed to be. So she's not violating any boundaries by being in there. And if she decides,
What boundaries being violated?
No, she's not. A lesbian isn't violating any boundaries by entering a women's change room. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but the saying that a man or somebody with a penis shouldn't be in a women's change room implies that it has something to do with the difference between them. So what is the specific difference between them that's a problem? You would assume it's like being exposed to body parts that person's attracted to, or vice versa. So what is it actually about?
Well, we do know that men commit over 98% of sex crimes, so there's that. But the point is, when we're in change rooms, we're naked, we're vulnerable, right? Men are naked and they're vulnerable as well.
Right.
Women looking at you in a change room.
Would I prefer men or women looking at me in a change room? I'd prefer women looking at me in a change room.
Okay, but what if she was an ugly woman?
I don't care.
You don't care? You don't mind women looking at you, your penis?
I would. Are you asking me if I'd rather be in a men's or a women's locker room?
I'm just saying, like, if you're in a men's change room with other men, you've all got the same parts. You all know the rules about avoiding eye contact and shit like that, right? Like, there seem to be rules that men follow in change rooms. But a woman might just stand there watching you. She's fully clothed, watching you change. Maybe she's pointing and laughing. Who knows? The point is... Yeah,
I would still prefer for women to stare at me naked than other guys.
Okay, well, that's fine for you. Women don't want men watching us get changed.
Well, I think women don't want people
individual
sexualizing
perspective.
Well,
You
like
can't
men
just jumble
who
everybody up
enter
into the
spaces
same
to
group.
Watch them change? Question mark.
Well, I mean, people who are attracted to them sexually. That's what I'm saying. The gay thing's a bigger problem than the gender thing, I think.
Well, okay, so I've known lesbians. I was kissed by a lesbian once, and I said no, thank you, and she was fine, and she apologized and never did it again. I don't care if a lesbian's watching me get changed. If she wants to get off on watching me naked, that says more about her mental health than mine, because again, middle-aged, fat, out of shape. It ain't pretty. My husband's laughing at me. But
you prefer your husband get off looking at you than a woman. So you would prefer if men stared at you to get off instead of women.
I
That's
would.
her-
I
that's
wouldn't
her
like a
husband.
strain- I wouldn't want you looking at me and getting off. I wouldn't.
Well, so it has nothing to do with your gender,
It has to.
which is
do-
what I said.
Okay, I didn't word that. I didn't say that properly. Okay. Women don't want men watching us change. We don't.
Some women do
And
want some men watching them change.
Okay, maybe, yes. But the difference between a man entering a women's change room and a lesbian entering a women's change room is that the lesbian belongs there. It's her space. It's like, where else is she going to go? Is she going to change behind a bush? So she is allowed to be there. She's not violating any boundaries. She's not breaking any rules. But a man entering the women's change room is violating our boundary. The boundary is women only. A man has entered. He's violated that boundary. He has shown that he's comfortable violating our boundaries.
Oh, but the boundary is literally just a sign on the door. There's no logic here.
No, but
Like
no, it's
what about a
social-
woman?
it's
A woman that identifies as a man. She has a vagina, but she identifies as a man. Now there's a man in the change room,
well, it's a
and
woman.
she's looking at you.
See, that's where, yes, they belong in the women's change room, but as a courtesy, they should avoid the women's changing room because they do.
I
make
think,
people.
yeah,
But
I think
they belong.
I think the sexual attraction is the problem because that's what I'm scared of is being sexually objectified, not what you have in your pants. I don't care about that, right?
But
Me, I kind of care about that
Exactly.
because I would rather be objectified by a woman than a man. But my point is, the private rooms would solve all this, and the gay, lesbian, or guy that identifies as a chick or whatever, all of the contradictions, the logical contradictions are out the window anyways.
I agree with you that private change rooms would be ideal. However, in the real world, there's not enough money for them to be a feasible option. And if a lesbian decides to creep on me and I object, if I fight her on it, we're probably evenly matched. But if a man decides to creep on me and I object, I'm going to wind up in the hospital if I fight him. You know?
Yep.
Like,
So then it's all about attraction, right?
no, it's nothing to do with attraction. It's to do with sex. If
Yeah.
you are a male, you do not
Point,
belong in female
point
space.
of order for the moderator.
Yep.
I'm gonna
What
go. I am gonna go tinkle. So be nice
Okay.
while I'm gone.
Well, first off, I would say that like changing stalls, like you find in a department store or something like that, or just in a regular restroom, they cost like $100, right? So let's say that like you put up, I don't know, 15 in a room. You don't even need to even put them in a room. You can put them in the damn hallway, really. But say you put up like 15 of those, basically like a Walmart changing room or something like that, or YMCA, right?
Floor to ceiling?
That costs nothing.
Floor to ceiling, or just with those where they're like 3 feet off the floor?
I would say like the same thing as a toilet, right? Like nobody's looking at, you know what I mean? Nobody's.
I
I've never had
mean,
anybody stick their head under the
If
toilet.
somebody
Okay,
wants to
so
go
let's
into a
use put
shower
cameras
room,
underneath stalls in women's toilets.
if somebody wants to go into a shower room, say a heterosexual man wants to go into a shower room, a little curtain is not going to stop him from doing what he wants to do.
And he's right. You're right.
So that's
A man-
beside the point.
And also with those floor to ceiling locked in ones, what's to stop a man from pushing you into one, closing the door, and then doing whatever he wants to you?
Right,
It would be doing more to stop me than a sign on the door that has a picture of a stick lady.
Okay.
I could just
the
walk
sign
in and do whatever I want.
The sign on the door is part of a social contract. So let me little analogy.
Just like a shower curtain.
So we're at a museum and there's an exhibit of a samurai sword. And it says, please do not touch. That acts as a social contract that you don't touch the samurai sword. Don't touch it, leave it. So if you decide to be a jerk and you want to reach over and touch the samurai sword, I might say, hey, no, don't do that. Other people will try to enforce the social contract by stopping you. If that sign's there, nobody will try to stop you and you can go in. The social contract, the sign on the door will stop maybe just I'm a bit of a hooligan, I'm going to touch it with a finger. The people it won't stop are the assholes, the violent assholes who genuinely want to do harm. but everyone
Right.
else,
And
it's
if you're a
social
man, if you're a hetero man and you break the social contract, that's not good. But if the samurai swords are okay and they say, hey, under normal circumstances, nobody should be by the sword or whatever, but we understand your situation and we're okay with it, thus consenting, I don't see an issue with that.
So you think it's okay for some people to be able to touch the 2,000-year-old samurai sword, but not others?
Again, if
really want
it's
to.
consent, it's a consent thing.
Okay, but I can't consent for somebody else, and somebody else can't consent for me.
Correct.
It's like sex. Consent has to be enthusiastic, ongoing, and revocable at any time, right? We can all agree on that. Anything
I
else?
agree on it. I agree on it. And so what I'm saying is, and look, I try to stay as far on the end of the shower when we don't have those little partitions, but it's a consent thing. Again, they're saying it's not a big deal. You're one of us. And no, we don't really have a problem with it, but you seem to have a huge problem with it.
I do have a huge problem with men violating women's spaces and watching women shower, yes. And they don't get to consent on other people's behalf. And again, we've said this several times, and Buster Cheeks agrees, I think it was Buster, you agreed with me, that women will placate and appease violent men as a survival technique. So they're placating you, they're appeasing you, they're trying to make you happy so that you don't hurt them. They don't think you're a woman. They're not
So you're
stupid.
speaking as far as consent, as far as they're concerned.
Well, you know, if it was a
You're
private,
speaking on behalf of all women.
okay, say you're in Sally's house and you want to shower with her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. That's like whatever. It's her house." But a public change room, a women's public change room, they don't get to consent on other women's behalf about you being in there.
So again, you're trying to dictate what other women do.
No, you're misrepresenting what I'm saying. I don't get to
Well,
consent
explain
with
it to me because I'm confused. I'm not
Okay.
understanding this.
Your friends, your teammates,
My teammates,
don't get to consent about you being in a women's change room on other women's behalf. They don't.
they're
have
not on
power.
other women's behalf. It's on their behalf. It's
Yeah,
their
they're the only
consent.
ones in there.
Yes.
Okay, so you're still disrespectful by being in there, but if they're the only ones who are in there and it's locked and no one else can enter, and they're all consenting, then like, what am I gonna say? But if it's
I don't know. What are you going to say?
But if it's a public change room and other women could come in, you don't belong in there. And
I never
it's
said it
rude.
was a public changing room.
Well,
You
you're at a
assumed it was a
gym.
public changing room.
Oh, so you just happen to have what, like a 40-person shower in your house? Like, come on, you're at
In my house?
You're at
No,
a
we're
gym, you're at a
playing.
pool. Oh, stop it! Stop.
I think he's
No,
talking about.
you're the one that's.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but you're overstepping. You're assuming
I'm not
that I'm at like a
overstepping anything.
public
You're overstepping by
YMCA.
entering the women's change room, sir.
I think he means the college team.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly,
so
that's
the
what I
public
mean.
Change room. If there's more
I
than
never
one
said I was
shower-
in a public change room.
Well, why
It-
are there multiple?
I said it was
showers?
just
Why
us
are there
girls,
multiple
and the
people getting
girls. By
undressed
that
in
I
this
mean it's
change room
my teammates, and she's saying that my teammates don't have enough brain on their head or in their skull to understand what true consent is.
That's
And I
not
think
what
that's
at all. You're
overstepping.
representing what I'm saying.
You sure
Well,
that
then
all of
explain
them-
it.
How are
Okay.
you sure that all of them consent? Maybe some are afraid to speak up.
There's that as well.
Look, we've had a group discussion, and I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. They just said that it was okay. I don't know
Maybe
why
they
my
see
teammates
what
would lie to
happens
me.
Women when they say no to men in their spaces. Maybe they've seen that and they don't want that to happen to them.
Seen
But
what?
anyway, so let me clarify something with you. So you're what playing volleyball, whatever, and then you and your teammates all go into the change room,
Mhm.
but you are the only people in there. There's just the 5 of you, the 6 of you, the 10 of you, however many.
Correct. We have our shower time. Correct.
Okay, so the other team is not showering at the same time.
No, they're on the other side. They
In
have
the
their own separate shower room.
So it's a separate room and a separate door.
Yes.
Okay, so it's only the 5 of you, however many.
Yeah. Sometimes I mean it depends. It's only the teammates. It depends. Sometimes they don't show up to the games, or
Yeah, but
we have a
okay,
rotation and all that.
say that your entire team, they're the only people allowed in that room.
hmm
Nobody else will come in. It's the doors are locked. It's just you five.
Correct. We're
Okay.
locked in. Nobody's in there. We're locked in real good and tight.
Okay. So it's still a public change room because you're all changing.
Nobody gets in. Nobody gets
Okay,
out.
yeah, you're interrupting me. So it's still a public change room, but it's kind of semi-private. Nobody will accidentally come in there and see your penis. All the women in
Correct.
know that they're with a man. And they either quote unquote consent, or they don't want to say anything because they don't want to get kicked off the team or cause any strife or be the squeaky wheel.
I don't know about that last part, but again, nobody gives me any vibes. I feel very accepted. It's refreshing.
It's refreshing. I just, knowing what I know about how women act, because I actually am a woman, the only woman in this conversation, you don't know much about women. You don't know how our social structures work. You don't know how we act around men. The way they're acting around you is not the same as the way they would act if you weren't there.
Well, let me ask you this.
I disagree.
Okay, let's let Uncarved Block say something because he hasn't spoken in a million years.
Well, you're doing fine, but I did want to ask this. Let's say, okay, all your team is okay with it and no one else is going to be able to enter and we'll accept all that. But you go out onto the field, what do they call volleyball? The gym floor, and the other team notices that you are obviously a man. So they forfeit. They say, we're not playing against a man. What would you do?
Win.
It's a hypothetical.
It's not a win. That's a forfeit. It's
Oh,
not-
you would win. Okay. So what if you go to the next team and they forfeit as well because they don't want to play against a man?
Look, I get
Maybe
that
this is an issue.
It's not. Well, so look, I don't make the rules. If they
keep
want me
saying
off the team, they can kick me off the team. But again, like I said before, my team loves me and everybody's doing great. And so,
Well, in fairness, of course your teammates think you're great. You're a ringer, right? Because they're playing against other teams that are all women. So they've got this guy who can hit the ball harder, jump higher.
I mean, to be
Probably
fair,
You're probably the
nobody's
tallest one.
forfeited.
I'm just saying if.
I don't know why you're so happy being a cheater. It's just, ugh. I'd rather lose fairly than win by cheating. Nah.
I mean, some of the other players, they give me a run for my money.
Good. That means they're good players. And if you played against other men, you'd probably be mediocre then. I mean, nobody is saying that women aren't good. What game was it? Volleyball players? Nobody's saying that women aren't good volleyball players. What we're saying is that if you were playing against other men, you'd be fair to middling, but you're a superstar when you're playing against women.
Yeah, well, if ifs and buts was candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
So here's the thing, Enforcer. I was surprised that there aren't state. I'm in the USA, countrywide, that actually prohibit me from entering the women's restroom. It's not illegal. I could do it in many places, but I choose not to because I know it bothers women.
Okay, that's fine. That's your choice.
Even if it bothered women, you're just going to take all the forfeits and win the entire season if that happened.
Again, nobody's forfeited. The teams,
There's no
they've
rule
been
against it.
very admirable. They played very well. These Division I players, they're not to be trifled with. They don't quit easy.
And they shouldn't have to quit because there's a man on the opposing team.
I agree. And they don't quit.
So, but they shouldn't be forced to go, oh shit, there's a man on the opposing team. Oh, okay, well, I guess we'll do this. Like, just be fair. Just play fair, bro.
And I bet if you pop off them jeans, you'll find a hog that don't quit.
Piglet.
Oh my God.
What? Estrogen shrinks penises.
Where is? See, that's what guys talk about when we're by ourselves.
Apparently,
Well, what's funny is, so I try not to bring it up, and it's my teammates that always joke about it with me, and I'm just like, stop, y'all. We got to focus on the game.
do you think maybe it's because they're uncomfortable about having a penis in their change room?
I
I
don't
doubt
think
it.
they'd bring it up if they were uncomfortable about it. Like if they were really uncomfortable, they wouldn't say stuff that they've been saying. But I mean, you know how like teammates are, they kind of like josh each other just to kind of boost morale. So I get it. It's a small price to pay.
Have you heard of Peyton McNabb,
Oh yeah, I have.
enforcer?
Hold on, I'm losing connection.
Oh,
Oh,
Buster.
dang it.
Oh yeah, sorry. What's up?
No, I was just going to apologize to you. I was very rude to you earlier, and I was thinking about it. I was rude because I misunderstood what you were saying, so I apologize.
No, it's all good. Hey, I don't expect a rational argument from a woman, though. I mean, like, come on now. I'm playing. Yeah, I'm obviously playing around,
No, I know you are.
but I'm also, I don't really take it that serious. If they don't understand me, then it's like, okay, give me some time. Let me calm them down a little bit, and then eventually they'll kind of see where I'm coming from.
I was like stewing it over, and I'm like, wait a second, he didn't say what you think he said, you dork. So
It's okay. No, a lot of people think my takes are ridiculous, but it's just the way I think, right? Like I just think about stuff, and then I'm really good at going down to the bottom of it and seeing if it makes logic, if it's logically consistent. That's my main hobby, right? So I see if it's systematically, logically consistent, and if it is, what I find a lot of times is that the things that people, the way that society behaves, is not logically consistent, like
Oh.
90% of the time.
it's painful.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm really used to having kind of like the voice of, like, I'm not saying that I'm just a contrarian for the sake of it. It's just I look at these things, and I like debate too. I look at these things, and then I realize it's like, oh, this person has like an elementary perspective of the argument. And for me, it's really easy to just test the logic of it. So that's what I do. But I am serious. Like, I really do think that there are women's sports and there are men's sports, and they're probably not what people think.
I might cut out because we've got a thunderstorm coming. So if I do, then it's because we're sitting in pitch blackness with no electricity.
Okay, let's try this. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, sorry, I was cutting out.
I just told the others that we've got a thunderstorm brewing, so I might cut out, and it's nothing personal.
Okay.
I have no power, so.
So, have you heard of Peyton McNabb,
Have I heard of Peyton McNabb?
enforcer? Yeah.
Yes, I have. That was very, very tragic.
Well, do you go full tilt when you spike?
Well, does LeBron James give it 100% when he plays?
Against other men, yes.
You don't think I mean, I play to the best of my ability. That's why my team is as good as they are.
So you don't mind risking women's health and safety and lives by spiking a ball into their face at 100 miles an hour?
Well, I don't aim for their face, but I do play the
Happen.
game. I mean, if we're talking about injuries, okay, women get ACL tears way more than men.
Yeah, because we have
Wider
our knee
hips.
joints are terrible.
Playing each other, they get concussions playing against other women. That's just part of the game. I mean, that's like
I
showing
would
up to
say
the beach
getting
and getting
injured-
pissed off when the seagulls show up.
Getting injured from a volleyball I mean, come on, that is a freak accident, right?
Yeah,
Like-
it's a volleyball for the most part is non-contact, except sometimes we bump into each other when we're trying to retrieve the ball. But
And if you bump into one of your teammates, you could seriously hurt her because of your mass.
Well, volleyball players are big broads, I think, right?
He's bigger.
Yeah, volleyball. And I mean, the same thing can be said about softball.
Men have denser muscles than women do. And denser bones.
Well, I'm happy to report that none of my teammates have been knocked out or anything like that because we just happen to bump into each other.
Good. I'm glad you haven't hurt any of them accidentally. And I'm not saying you'd do it on purpose.
So I have a
Of
personal
course, no,
question
of course
for-
not. I love my teammates.
I have a personal question for us. Are you on HRT?
Am I on HRT?
Yes.
No, I'm not on HRT.
So even one of your supporters who I debated tonight would say you shouldn't be playing on the women's teams.
Okay. I mean, everybody's
Do you at
entitled
least
to their
block
opinion.
your testosterone?
Excuse me?
Do you at least block your testosterone?
I did, but so when you take as much medicine as I did, your testosterone gets low. So I'm actually really, really low for a male.
You're probably still about 10 to 20 times higher than a woman. Like my testosterone was really high at 0.97 nanomoles per liter, and my husband's was quite low at 20 nanomoles per liter. It's a huge
Oh
difference.
God, your husband's testosterone is like way lower than mine.
Yeah, well, he's in his 60s, so you know.
Join the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it'll happen with age.
So even women with PCOS, their testosterone, the highest is like 2 or 3. Polycystic ovary syndrome, in case anybody's.
So Buster or Enforcer, did you guys watch the debate?
No, you saw me
No, I
right.
missed it.
I said howdy as soon as I came in. So
Okay, yeah.
that's when I got in. But I didn't see exactly that's what I was trying to figure out what y'all's direct. And I guess I really don't even know your position, Logan, but I was trying to figure out what the actual argument is, because I guess I could see some arguments for it. Like, I mean, I really don't even know. I really don't even know what the good argument that they shouldn't be allowed to.
Well, for me, it would be
But-
flat out a woman's
mean-
no. Now, I can back that
Sorry.
up with injury support.
Yeah, could you expound?
I'll do my best. So in my opening, I brought up a lot of males who can't win in the men's category have chosen to go to female categories. There are, of course, lots of physical differences between men and women. HRT does not necessarily reduce those to the levels of women. I gave examples of how many Tims are dominating women's events and the safety and dignity of women.
I mean, I think that's valid. And I think that if a man who's unsuccessful in a male sport goes over to the female league just to dominate, I don't think that's not in true spirit of the sport.
Well, I think that would happen if you opened up the women's category to men.
And you acknowledge that a man would dominate in the women's sport, despite being a mediocre man.
Well, we have seen it. There was that swimmer,
Leah
the
Thomas.
UFC fighter.
What's it? One who cracked
Fallon
women's-
Fox was never in the UFC, thankfully.
Yeah,
What
and I
was-
would
who would-
I
who
would
would
never be
crack-
in the
what's that
UFC
woman's
because I mean,
skull?
oh, I
Fallon
forget. I'm
Fox? 'Cause
terrible
there
with
was another
names.
one as well.
Well, that's said about Fallon Fox. It was the orbital bone, which technically is part of the skull, but it's not.
He gave her a severe concussion, and she's still
Yeah.
suffering from post-concussion syndrome. He fucked her up big time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
then there was, of course,
that's too
what's his
much.
name, Iman Khalif and Lee Yun Ting.
hmm
Hubbard. There was that weightlifting guy in Canada. What was his name? I can't remember his name.
Jamie Dodger?
No, she's a woman. She's insane.
No, Jamie
then,
Dodger's not a
of course,
woman.
there's Reese McKinnon. Oh God, there are so many. Those 3 guys in Connecticut. Just mediocre guys fucking over women.
Yeah, and if that's your intention, especially like in a full contact sport,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
about all
Riley
that.
J. Dennis in rugby, yeah. The Flying Foxes, yeah. Although that is technically a mixed team, so they're. Oh, Buster's buggered off.
Buster's buggered off. So, yeah, no, Jamie Dodger is a man.
Jamie Dodger's a woman. She pretends to be a man. She's the skinny one. She's got that stupid little goatee. She's English.
No, not.
Or maybe we're thinking of different people.
I'll show you. Because I brought it up in the debate. Where's my stuff?
All right, y'all. I'd love to stick and stay, but we got practice here in about 30 minutes. It's been great debating with y'all.
Hey,
Yeah.
Thanks
stay
for
up in
having
the
me.
change room.
I hope to make this a regular thing. So please like, subscribe to my channel. I'm just starting out, basically.
Okay, yeah, me too. This is my first time going on, so thanks for having me.
All righty.
Y'all
Take
have a
care.
good one.
Bye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jamie Booker.
Jamie Booker. Okay.
Do you see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamie Booker is the. I had the
Yeah. Jamie Dodger did this really weird.
thankfully. He's 6'6", and the woman in second is the black woman, and she's only 5'5".
And she looks pissed. Yeah.
Oh, she was. They took the picture, and she said, "This is bullshit."
Yeah. Good for her. So
Qualified Jamie, and now she's the official champion.
yeah, these guys. I swear to God.
Well, yeah, I was going to cut it at 2 hours anyway, so that's
Oh
fine.
yeah. Oh, so we've got 9 minutes to fill. But no, it was interesting.
I guess I could.
Buster actually kind of surprised me with how sane he is. So I thought he was a moron at first.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry. Hello?
Yeah.
No, I said you surprised me. I thought you were a moron at first, but you're not.
Oh, I appreciate it. Okay, so I was actually interested in hearing your argument. I dropped out when Trans Enforcer was gone. When Trans Enforcer was talking about like hormone replacement therapy or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Logan? I might have this wrong, but are you making like a competition argument? Are you arguing like safety because of the volleyball face thing, or like what is that? I guess what's the main criteria for why it's not acceptable?
I can't speak for Logan, but for me, A, it's fairness, and B, it's because we said so.
So what do you think? What do you think about what First Amender brought up? He said, "What about women that have high testosterone, and that would give them an advantage? So that wouldn't be fair."
Like I said, dude, my opinion of most of women's sports is that it's like the equivalent of kids on the playground. Like it's mostly useless, other than for entertainment, right? So like whether a woman has an advantage, I don't know, dude. Sure. Like what is she's gonna be like able to jump up and touch a 9-foot rim or something? It's not gonna make that big of a difference.
Sarah.
Sorry, I was just looking at my dog. I completely lost train of the conversation. Sorry, what was the question?
Like, okay, what I'm saying is like, okay, a woman who has naturally higher testosterone than another woman, like a UFC fighter, natural, or we're talking about natural women, right?
Yeah, not ones who take testosterone exogenously. Like
right. Well, even ones that do.
See, now that's where I think they shouldn't be allowed to play with other women. If they're taking testosterone, it's doping, which is cheating. So they should either be in an open category or, sorry, you don't get to play. You chose.
No, I mean, if it's natural though, what if the high testosterone?
If it's natural, then maybe there should be ways for them to reduce it. But testosterone alone, especially even natural testosterone, like I said, a woman with PCOS might get up to 2 nanomoles per liter, which is, I mean, yeah, it's high, but it's not high enough to confer much of an advantage. So I guess it's like the Michael Phelps thing. So a woman with high testosterone is like Michael Phelps, and we just have to learn to work around them. But a woman cheating by taking testosterone, no, you don't get to play. Sorry.
Well, yeah, of course.
Obviously. So,
Well, I think we're winding down. I'll start cutting you out backwards.
it's like 7 o'clock where I am, so
It's 10 here.
Okay.
husband's doing the thing like, we haven't cooked dinner yet, dear.
I haven't had dinner yet.
My family's starving to death, so I better get to them.
Buster, you have any final words, and then I'll let you go.
Well, he abandoned us.
Oh, did-
No. I sorry. I was just dropping out. I'm gonna subscribe, and I appreciate the conversation, guys.
All right, thank you much.
Yeah, it was a good one. You made some good
All
arguments.
right. Check you guys later. I'll watch the channel.
Later.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so I was confused. What were you thinking Buster was saying, and what was he
Well,
actually saying?
I thought he was saying that if we let the men in to women's sports, it'll be fine. Like it'll be chaotic for a while, but then people will get used to men being in women's sports, is what I thought he was saying. But now what I think he was saying is let the men into women's sports, people will recognize that it's a travesty, and then women can have their sports back. I think that's what he was saying.
Okay. Well, he's in the chat. He can say yes or no if he's still there. Well, you got any final thoughts?
Not really. I mean, that was a good. I enjoyed that. I maybe lost my temper a little bit with what's his name, Tran. Once, as soon as he said he went in the women's change room, it's like
Yes.
like a red flag to a bull. It's like, how fucking dare you, sir?
Yes.
How dare you? So, but I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, we don't. I mean, for one thing, the college is probably allowing it. It's like I said, in my opinion, just like the restrooms, even if it's not illegal, I'm not going in there. You should
No,
take it
because
upon
our-
yourself. You shouldn't. That's no excuse just because it's not against the rules.
Yeah, decent men don't. And he kept saying, "No, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules." Okay, well, you benefit from them. And what you could do is just say, you know what, these are shitty rules. I'm not going to follow them. But he
Right.
doesn't do that because he's enjoying the women's change room. And when he's saying, oh, they talk about their rape fantasies. No, we don't. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah. So he says not quite. I think it will speed up the natural selection of men and women's
Oh,
sports.
so make the women's sports will attrition type of thing, like just the ones that aren't popular will.
I was trying to think of the biological term, for cheetahs versus gazelles. They're only going to go so far.
Oh
And they're
yeah,
just-
the cheetah, the gazelle has to win every time, but the cheetah only has to win once or something. But yeah.
Yeah, because the cheetah gets faster because the gazelles get faster. So
Oh, yeah.
eventually their physical bodies are only
Like
going
an
to be able
arms
to do
race
so
type of
much. Yeah, arms race. Yeah.
Gesundheit, Loki.
Well, I thank you for coming on. I would.
No, thanks for having me. And if you ever want somebody to yell at trans people again, just call me.
I've offered First Amender to debate you. We'll see if he steps up.
Oh, he won't. That man has a yellow streak down him. Yeah. Anyway.
No, First Amender, not Nell.
The First Amender wasn't very brave either.
You don't think so?
I'm not even that great of a debater, but I don't think they could handle me.
Okay, I'd love to see it. I'll try to set it up.
All right. Well, take care. And
Oops, you dropped out on me. I can't hear you. Hello. Well, you could First Amender as a channel. I'm sure you could offer him. I've got him in my Discard. Well, I guess I've lost Sarah permanently. So I thank everyone for showing up. This is the first time I've had 4 people, so I was proud of that. did some math, and based on my subscription, boasted about how I only had 2 or 3 people watching. I think I got it to 5. And my link for Discord is on my channel page, although I don't do much there. But maybe if enough people joined, I would. So yeah, I think I lost my train of thought. Oh, Max came over and teased me about how many people were watching. So I did the math on his views, and he got about 7%. So I actually, percentage-wise, I didn't do too bad. So anyway, thank you guys, and I will catch you later. Take care.